Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've made a video. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good one. Got a little bit of growth. Look at that, man. It's coming in nice. I like it. I don't have a beard because I'm a firefighter, and you can't wear, you can't have a beard and have, wear the mask and stuff like that protect you. But I got some time off, man. I got some time off growing it out. Hope you guys like it. But before we get into everything, want to let you guys know, just in case if you guys are not tracking exactly what's been happening in my life the past couple of days, want to let you in on something. Boom! I had a kid! Oh! It's my second. It's little Maddie. Dude, she's adorable. She's great. She's perfect. Little Tony, my first daughter, who's going on 3 in a couple of weeks, absolutely adores her, and she's fantastic. So, if you guys have not been tracking exactly what's been going on with me, I had another kid last week. My wife gave birth. Actually, tomorrow is going to be a week. Man, she's going to be a week old tomorrow. So, it's been fantastic. Been having some time off, getting to spend time with Maddie and my family and everything. So, I just at least want to let you guys know exactly what's been going on. She's been great, and I love it. And got the growth, man. Got the growth going on. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Hope you guys are doing well. I know I haven't talked to you guys in quite a while. E3 has been going on in the past couple of days, which has led me to, I want to talk about stuff that's been coming up. I want to talk about stuff with Battlefield. Battlefield got revealed not only with, a little bit of cinematic gameplay reveal, which was badass, but also, too, with the gameplay reveal. The gameplay reveal was just a couple of days ago. Maybe it was a day ago. I can't remember exactly, but gameplay looked great. We'll talk about some of the gameplay later on with the grappling and the, my God, man, the beautiful environment. Great. It looks like a cinematic, like what Battlefield is to look like. Like that's what, looking at not only the cinematic trailer, but also looking like the gameplay, man. Getting that feel of Battlefield 4, getting that massive battlefield of just, I love it, man. I love it. I love seeing it. The fact that it's going to be 128 players on PC and then the new consoles is going to be pretty badass. So I want to talk about that. We'll get into this. Actually, we'll talk about my main topic here in a second. But Battlefield Bulletin is something I follow on Twitter. It's really great. We'll actually get into some of the stories they talk about with Battlefield coming up with certain reveals to the gameplay, whether it's, new mechanics in the maps, what you're going to be looking at when it comes to, weapon customization in game, which is really badass. Some of the online servers, I guess they're going to be putting AI in the game if they can't actually fill the server. So a lot of cool stuff. I want to use this Twitter account as something to talk about with some of the new things they're wanting to bring into Battlefield. Not only Battlefield, I want to talk about all the different types of things when it comes to E3. But I'm going to be focusing on Battlefield just a little bit. Videos here and there talking about it. But yeah, man, really impressed. Battlefield looked really cool with not only that cinematic gameplay reveal, but the cinematic reveal and then the gameplay reveal. I think for me, as somebody that's kind of in a drought when it comes to first-person shooters, I'm very much anticipating this next Battlefield game, and especially as somebody that wants to get away from the Call of Duty games, I think Battlefield 2042 is going to be something that's going to be a jewel. It's going to be really good. I hope. God, I'm building all this up, man, getting excited about it. If it can't deliver like Battlefield 4, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about something that has been brought up by IGN, of course, because my God, man, if you can't have a non-political article when it comes to video games, don't go Kotaku, IGN, all these type of places. If you just want to know some gaming news, if you just want to hear some gaming review, just hear opinion here and there, don't go to these places because you're going to get some political BS about it. And the funny thing is that they write these political stuffs about, they're wanting Battlefield 2042 to be political. They're wanting to push their agendas going forward with these games, whether it's like The Division or Ghost Recon or other BS stuff that they write that's saying, I want you to focus, this game has to be political. Don't worry about it being an escape for people. You escape the real world and all the BS in it to play a video game. No. We want the real life political arguments. We want that in the game. We want to influence people's lives and minds and not have an escape to get away from things. So IGN writes this article about Battlefield 2042 and the way that they're introducing a different mechanic, a climate mechanic, something in the game where it alters the gameplay of it. Now, Battlefield's been known to kind of actually leap heads and bounds into being able to alter the gaming environment, whether, Battlefield Bad Company with introducing, the explosions and being able to blow up buildings and stuff like that, being able to alter the gaming environment. I'll even say this. this, Battlefield 5, I actually thought it was a cool idea being able to build up fortifications, stuff like that. I thought it was actually a pretty cool thing, but being a Battlefield game, they've been kind of stepping ever so slightly more and more into the game where the gameplay itself is more random. There's more things to do. Everything's different. They can be molded in different ways. And with Battlefield 2042, adding in this gameplay of these climate apocalypse gameplay where like there's a tornado or a sandstorm or something like that coming in to alter the battlefield is something that's kind of like, to me, I think that's a cool idea. I think it's really cool. It's not going to make every game feel the exact same thing. And also we go into like Battlefield 4 had certain things on here, whether it was like the island matches, the maps of where, you know, a storm would roll in, you're fighting during a storm, or, you know, strong winds and stuff like that. Again, it's just another thing of just they're going forward each and every game with being able to alter the environment you're playing in and to make it feel more realistic or make it feel more new every time you play in a game. The more you can make it feel fresh, it's going to keep people long term into the game. Well, the IGN take that they're taking away from this, which I think is funny, that Battlefield 2042, they're focusing on Russia and the United States being the adversaries, which I would say it'd probably be more realistically, it'd be probably China and the United States, but you got to get that China money. So the IGN take on this is that it needs to be more political. Like, if you're going to have a climate apocalypse happening in your game, well, dang it, it needs to be political. We need to know. Well, apparently EA or DICE's representative is saying, no, this is just a game mechanic. We're just wanting to put in something new to alter the gaming environment to where it doesn't feel repetitive. It always feels new. There's always something different going on, whether it's the tank on tank vehicle, you know, foot soldiers having combat, stuff like that, the explosive demolition environment and stuff like that with buildings. Well, now we have environmental changes that are going to be happening in the game. Well, IGN's take on it was, how dare you not having a political agenda with this? How dare you not have a political agenda attached to this climate apocalypse? Well, I'll say this, man. DICE and EA have kind of learned their lesson from Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5, if you guys don't remember, when that game, I remember where I was at when I watched that trailer. And I will say this, I don't remember where I was at because it was a great trailer. I remember where I was at because it was pretty bad. It was a pretty bad trailer. If you guys don't remember the Bionic Woman World War II type of trailer, which was just, to me, very cringeworthy. But EA was really trying to push that women were in World War II. And not saying that, I know, women were in World War II. You had French resistance, you had some Russian forces that had females in it. But really, EA and DICE were pushing it to where, like, no, women were at the front lines. Women were at the D-Day invasion and Market Garden, stuff like that. To the point where EA and DICE were saying, look, if you can't accept what we're pushing towards you to where we're altering what a World War II game is supposed to be, just don't buy the game. Don't buy this. So EA was pushing this agenda in Battlefield 5 saying, no, women were on the front lines. This is what it was. Which was not the case. And I understand that women were in World War II with French resistance and the Russian forces and stuff like that. But when it comes to players wanting a realistic World War II type of first-person shooter game, this was definitely something that people were taken back by, not only by the cartoonish trailer, but by them wanting to push this agenda of saying that women were on the front lines, in the trenches, and on D-Day, all this stuff like that, which was not the case whatsoever. But the biggest thing that caught EA by surprise and caught him in the butt was with Soderlund saying, hey, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And that was the thing, man. They were pushing something in Battlefield 5 when it comes to an agenda that people were not buying, and they did not buy the game. Battlefield 5, I think about a year into its lifespan, they ended it. They ended all support. That also goes into the Battlefront 2 support that happened, all that. So they took Battlefront 2 support, all the devs on that game, Battlefield 5, and they all rolled all those developers from DICE for those two games into this next Battlefield game, in the next Battlefield 2042. And they're not planning on making that same mistake with what they did in Battlefield 5. And I do find it funny that IGN is wanting to make it political. They are wanting there to be a political message. IGN's done the same thing with The Division and so many other games where, you know, you have game developers out here saying we're not trying to push a political agenda, we're just trying to have a fun game for people to play. But IGN does not see it that way. They want a political agenda forced down your throat. But it looks like DICE is not biting it. DICE is not going to be going down that route. Like I said, they saw from what Battlefield 5 and the controversy that stored for that game was a failure for the game, and it did not do well for the game. And they're trying to not make the same mistake with this next Battlefield game. With this next Battlefield 2042, they're trying to make sure that people understand that it's a fun first-person shooter, going back to the roots of what Battlefield is, and introducing a few new things here and there with this climate apocalypse, you know, tornadoes and sandstorms and all this stuff, making the environment evolve just the way that building destructions or stuff like that, or being able to do fortifications, would alter and change the battlefield to where it would feel new and it feel like a new environment for players, and it wouldn't feel as stale as previous games. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys my opinion about that. I think it's stupid. IGN, they have their head so far up their own, but you know what I'm saying. But it's just dumb. Look, if games want to put politics in their game, just expect players not to buy it. I mean, look, politics was put into Battlefield 5, players didn't buy it. If Battlefield 2042 wants to put politics in it, and it's going the way that players don't want their politics in their game, they want to use an escapism, expect Battlefield 2042 to act the exact same way that Battlefield 5 did when it comes to sales. So anyway, just wanted to give my opinion about that, let you guys know what I thought. Look, in the next couple of days, we're going to be going over a lot of the stuff that Battlefield Bulletin is talking about when it comes to Battlefield 2042. It looks great, man. I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a great game going into the end of next year. Hopefully, I'm getting a new console. Hopefully, I get a new Xbox or something like that. But man, yeah, super excited. So we're going to talk about Battlefield. We're going to be talking about more stuff on E3. We'll talk about, you know, Splinter Cell not being a thing, apparently. That, yeah, I got an axe to grind on that. But just at least wanted to talk about this news story and let you guys know I am back. I'm ready to get at it, and happy to talk to you guys and give you guys my opinion. So hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Look forward to talking to you guys all next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.